The legs
I can smell all of the smoke, all that love and positivity, that shit is a joke. I should dead them all, my heart ski down slopes. When you did piggyback, everybody wanna see you broke, bro. Me and snakes don't lip lock. I don't think the feet look good on me like flip-flops. I know if I spit it, it belongs in this Ziploc. They know I'ma kill them, all they hearing is tick-tock. Your time is up. Where there's fire, you see the smoke, yeah. I know liars, I seen them fold, yeah. I'm so tired from all these souls, it's done been a good year. My tires don't leave the road, yeah. Are they serious? I seen liars that testified under oath, I hear. Rappers not living out what they wrote, my peers. Ought to be studying, taking notes. How you hate me to the core when I keep your ass afloat. I put pressure on their pencils. They look at my life and draw the stencil. One move I can rearrange your mental. I am so unstable, look what I got into. They can't write my fable, I'm not who you used to. I done cut the cables and strings, I'm on Bluetooth. When you out the stable, you know that they can't tame you. You swear you an angel, I'm telling.
With the episode today, I just wanted to talk to you real quick about my friend Patrick Spicer over at Hybrid Human Performances. Hybrid Human Performances is a state-of-the-art training facility located in Lincoln, Nebraska, with reputable coaches that can take you to the next level. Each training session is designed to and for the athlete to be successful in their sport. Notable Hybrid Human Performance alumni include cornerback for the Chicago Bears, Lamar Jackson, Seahawks safety Deontay Williams, Nebraska Cornhuskers quarterback Casey Thompson, and Lincoln native Noah Walters, quarterback for the North Alabama Lions. If you want to take your game to the next level, contact Patrick with Hybrid Human Performance at 307-321-8365 or shoot him an email at Patrick, Patrick, at hybrid-hp.com. Enjoy the episode.
Here real quick. All right, sweet. What is up, guys? How are you guys doing?
Oh, well.
Good. Oh.
Good, man. Good. I'm just gonna introduce you guys real quick. My name is Oscar Galindo. I'm here with another episode of the Official Visit. I'm, glad to be joined by two of Millard West's finest. Two dogs in the secondary. That is, seniors Brady Brau. He's having some technical difficulties, and then I got Kegan Mountain. What is up, guys? How you guys been?
Doing well, living life.
Yeah,
Doing pretty good.
Good.
Watching some football, chilling.
Dolphins getting killed right now, huh?
Yeah, pretty rough.
I ain't even watching it.
You guys got a dog in that?
I'm waiting for the Vikings game.
You a Vikings fan?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm hearing the streets are saying they're frauds. I don't know. That's not what I'm saying. That's what the streets are saying.
Nah,
that's
bro.
what I heard that too.
We'll see today. I don't know. I think they're gonna kill him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely.
We'll see.
I don't really,
dude.
We'll see, but I'm predicting a first round exit over there.
Okay. Yeah, man. We'll see.
It's not happening. My computer is literally like going crazy right now.
Tripping. All right. Well, hey, man, we'll try to power through it.
Bro.
You're good? All right. Hey, man. All right. So I'm gonna start off here with just a couple, quick questions, kind of get you guys warmed up, all that. Then we'll kind of talk about, your guys' season, recruiting, and then we'll, take a look at, just talk about some other stuff too. So, I guess first question for you guys is, who is your favorite player at your position? That could be college or NFL. So whichever one, don't matter.
I'd probably have to go Pat Surtain or JC Horn. Or Sauce even. I really just like the new age of corners with length and speed, and they all got really good ball skills. So, but yeah, definitely one of those three guys.
Yeah,
but,
Sauce is fun to watch, but I gotta say Patrick Peterson just because he's on the Vikings.
No, he's nice, man. He's nice. He's like that.
He's nice.
I like watching him play.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so then another one I got for you guys. Do you guys have any it could be individual or it could be team, like pregame, rituals or routines, or maybe you got a little superstition, you got, game socks you wear every game day or something like that. You guys got any of that?
Mine's pretty simple. I just finished my Jimmy John sandwich. I gotta finish my Jimmy John sandwich before every game.
Is that
That's
kind of
literally it.
pregame meal?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
get the same sandwich and I gotta finish it.
Yeah.
Mine's simple. That's literally all mine is.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, I always wore the same underwear this year, and I would always take 2 bites of my cookie and then give it away. Nothing more, nothing less. It's got to be
Hey,
2 bites.
hey, man. Hey, but we're washing this underwear, right? Every time.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
had to clarify,
For
man.
sure, for sure, for sure.
All right. And do you guys have any like, pregame music, artists you like to listen to, music, or maybe you just like sitting in silence in the corner all by yourself? Do you guys have any, pregame music that you like listening to?
I'm gonna be honest. My past like years, I used to always like have headphones in and like get like really pumped up with my music. But this year, I kind of faded away from that because I was just like, I'd like psych myself out sometimes. I'd be like
Mm,
getting in a zone and I'd be like thinking too much about the game and just like psych myself out. So I kind of like
yeah,
went away from that this year. I was just like, I'd be like talking to players and stuff, but I don't really listen to music that much this year, which was kind
yeah,
of weird. But I liked it better just because I wasn't like thinking about the game and psyching myself out. So
yeah.
it
There you
worked
go.
for
You,
me.
you know, I'm kind of the opposite. Like I needed my music and I really wasn't trying to talk to anybody. I would always listen to sad music because I don't really know, bro. I would listen to like little Frank Ocean, little Travis Scott, Rod Wave, get in my feelings, and then go
Oh
ball out.
man,
But
I'm
check.
the man. That's not for
Uh,
me.
Yeah, that's kind of funny,
That'd make
difference
me
in
fall asleep.
yeah, get a
nah,
little
bro.
sad, maybe read some old text, read some old
Hey,
DMs
bro,
and
gotta
stuff.
gotta go through
Really
some
get in your
heartbreak.
fit.
Gotta go through some heartbreak.
All right. And we kind of jump, I like to eat. I like to, try new food, try all that kind of stuff, new places. And I'm kind of new to Omaha area. So are there any low key spots, outside from like, Applebee's or Chili's, a low key, like local or, whatever it may be, spots to eat out in Omaha or Millard or wherever it may be?
Keegan, you probably know.
I
You
got a
know.
couple. I got a couple. You gotta go to uh Tasty Pizza.
Okay.
That's the best pizza in the O. Gotta get a bacon Gouda from Tasty Pizza. Write that down.
Wait, what was it? Kate? Wait, where?
Tasty.
This is all
Tasty.
new to
Like
me too.
Tasty.
I don't know any of these places.
yep,
Tasty. All right. I thought you said
taste
Casey's. I
nah,
said, bro.
Tasty Pizza, bacon Gouda. That's the pizza you want to get.
Okay.
I would
Hey,
say
Dave's
I would
Hot
say
Chicken.
Dave's hot.
get that out
Oh,
of here.
I'm ready to try that, dude.
I had it. It's all right, man.
Yeah.
Did you
It's
wait
pretty
like
good.
4 hours?
It was an hour and a half wait,
Oh man.
but
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait on
for
See,
that.
some
bro, you
chicken,
wait one more
yeah.
weekend and you wait 5 minutes and
Exactly,
get
Oh
in, get
yeah.
out.
exactly.
All the hype's over at that point.
Exactly.
And then I would say out in Millard, I would get El Alambre, some Mexican
Okay.
out here in
Yeah.
Millard. Their burritos, they got Burrito Wednesday, where a giant burrito is about $8. So that's my go-to for Mexican out here.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I don't like I said, I like trying new places and I'm kind of new to the area. So yeah, definitely gonna check those out.
Oh, oh, oh.
I ate at the same places, so I don't know.
If
Yeah.
if you're gonna go on a date, go to Via Farina. That's the most romantic Italian restaurant out. Go to Via Farina. It's not gonna break the bank, but it's really nice and
All right.
romantic.
That
So
was gonna be my next
Via
question,
Farina.
man.
Yep.
Where are you gonna send me to, man? Am I gonna need this small loan before I go, man? All right.
Nah, nope, nothing's breaking the bank.
All right, and then I guess the last one, and this one, I don't know. This one might be a little controversial for you guys. You might get either kicked out of the school you're at, or you might not be allowed to go to the school you're trying to go to. In a fight, a wildcat or a wolf, who's winning?
Mm,
Oh,
I never seen it. I never.
I'm saying wolf because they're always in a pack.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do this. It's singular, one-on-one. It's a lone
Ooh.
wolf.
Oh,
You don't got all that.
it's
See,
like what we think, like just like a wildcat, like a.
I've never seen.
like
I don't know what a
I don't know
wildcat
what
is.
wildcat is. Like what we
like a
think,
cougar, like a
I'm
cougar.
thinking. I'm
cougar.
thinking
Let's
like
say
that
like a
too.
cougar.
All right,
And
or a
then
wolf.
and a
Aren't,
dude,
hey, aren't wolves pretty small though?
no, wolves are huge. That's what
Those
I
are
was about to
big.
say.
Yeah,
People
Oh,
sleep on them, bro.
how big's
Like
a
they
cougar?
I want to say
probably similar
smaller
size.
because like
I feel like it's smaller, bro.
I want to say
Wolves get
like a
big.
cougar's
I'm trying to
probably
like look up like what their strengths are because I don't know.
like I
Here,
know that's what I was thinking too
Yeah,
because
look it up,
because
because
I was thinking like a wildcat is probably smaller than a wolf, but a
I
yeah,
would say
wildcat
so.
probably can like climb trees. It's probably a little stealthier.
I think
Nah, dude, I
yeah,
think
I'm thinking a wildcat. I think a wolf's gonna be like, it's always in a pack, so it's by itself. It's gonna be scared. It's not gonna know what to do.
Yeah, true.
That's the way I'm thinking right
see,
now.
Hey man.
this is the real question. You need to ask those two animals who's winning the 2-on-1, me versus both of them in the wild.
You're the one that I worry about for real.
I got me, but for
Um,
real, I got a wolf. People sleep on how big wolves are and
yeah,
stealthy
they're
and all
big,
of
man.
that. But
They're big for sure. All right, man. We'll kind of just leave it out. If I ever see a wildcat, I'll let you guys know, man. I'll give you guys a good
Yeah,
estimate of the
I
size.
don't think I've ever seen a wildcat.
they be running
All right.
around now out here.
I've seen like I haven't seen coyotes, but I've heard of coyotes and howling
Coyotes
and
are
stuff.
tiny
Yeah, they're
out
small.
here at
Coyotes are
least.
tiny.
So I ain't trying to run into one of
They're
them.
out by West Side. There was a puma out there and just running around the neighborhood. So
A
maybe we
puma?
will see one. Yeah, bro, a
Aren't
puma.
those huge?
Okay, a puma, a cougar, and a mountain lion are all the same animals. It's
Dude,
just
those
like
are huge.
nah, they're big, but they're
A
not like
mountain lion? That thing is huge.
they're
If
that's
I
the same thing as a cougar.
Yeah, you're gonna have
okay,
to.
the
Yeah,
cougars are huge.
I ain't going out there at night for sure. I'm
Yeah,
definitely not going out there at night.
it's a valid point. Maybe I will have to say wildcat then.
Yeah.
Maybe, man. We'll have to leave that up. I'm sure Animal Planet will maybe answer that question at some point. Um, all right. So yeah, we just kind of get those questions out, get a little bit warmed up and whatnot. So now we're kind of, transition a little bit. You guys talk about your guys' season. If you guys, want to reflect and, kind of talk about, as a team, individual seasons. Because you guys, what I saw is you guys, kind of rallied back from you guys were 1-3 in the first 4 games. You kind of had some youth at some positions, trying to figure some things out, and then you guys went on to win 5 straight. Kind of tell me what was going on behind the scenes. When you guys were like 1-3, and then what you guys were doing, especially yourselves, because you guys were seniors, you're leaders. What you guys did specifically to like kind of help you get the Millard West kind of get out of that and end up making the playoffs.
You want to go?
Yeah, so we started 1-3, and I missed those first 2 games with a broken hand. But we knew those games were gonna be tough. Those first 3 of those first 4 with Millard South, Omaha North, and Prep. Our goal was to come out of that 2-2, but we kind of fell short. But we knew like if we just stayed working, we could kind of hit on all cylinders and get health back. I was in a cast up until week 5, so it definitely helped getting out of that. And then South Sioux City to build some confidence, and then just through the rest of the district, we just caught fire. So we just didn't stop fighting. It definitely would have been easy to quit at 1-3, but we knew we could definitely make something happen with the talent we had on the team this year.
Yeah, and to go off that, we were, I mean, especially our back 7 on defense, we mostly all played last year too. So we kind of had the same group come back, and we were all seniors. So that definitely helped a lot. Just all of us have been playing together for that last year, junior year, and then senior year too. So
Yeah,
that definitely helped.
yeah. So then knowing Keegan was going to be out, I don't know if you probably knew at the beginning of the season how long he'd be out, but knowing he's probably going to miss some time. Is there anything you yourself had to do to like be like, all right, I gotta make sure I'm on top of my game because I'm not exactly sure, but I'm guessing you probably went up against like probably wide receiver one on the other team in that time more often than not.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
was there anything you yourself were doing to like kind of tell yourself, or maybe even like whoever was stepping up,
Yeah.
uh, hey, this is what we're gonna do. This is
Yeah, I
what we
mean,
have to do.
yeah, I mean, I knew obviously I had to step up with not having Kegan on the other side. Hold on. So like, but I knew I could do it. Like, I wasn't scared or anything. Like going up against their best receivers, like that didn't bother me. That stuff doesn't bother me. But really, my main thing was Jace. He's a junior, but he was our other corner, and my main thing was just letting him know like you got it, like you got to stay calm, like you got it, you got what it takes. So I was just kind of like getting it in his head that he can do it. Because that was my main thing. I didn't want him to be like all nervous and stuff. Because I mean, he had played before too, but not like that, not starting and knowing that he doesn't really have a backup and he's got to stay in the game for most of the game. So, I was just making sure that he was good, calm, and because I knew he had what it takes. So
Yeah. To go off that, me and Brady both, like throughout the whole week of practice and film and all that, we just really tried to instill confidence in Jace because we knew he could do it and he had what it takes, but we just didn't want him to psych himself out because that first start is really big, especially when it's so sudden because my injury happened a week before the season. So no, we just had to instill confidence in him, and he actually played really good for those first 2 games where I was out. So definitely helped for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think that was just important too because I mean he's obviously going to play corner next year too, his senior year. So just being able to like let him calm down for his junior year and understand what it takes to be a good corner, definitely going to help him for his senior year, which I want to see him succeed. So
Yeah, kind of
looking forward to watching that.
What was that?
I'm looking forward to watching his senior year, see how he can do.
I feel like that kind of, it doesn't necessarily throw him into the wolves, but it kind of does throw him into that, all right, this is what you're going to be doing next year.
Yeah.
With a little bit less pressure, knowing that, eventually, Keegan, you were going to come back, and whatnot. You mentioned you were in a cast. You played, I don't know how many games you played with the cast on. What was that like?
Man, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. So I played 2 games with a cast with my entire hand wrapped and covered, with only being able to move my 4 fingers.
Yeah.
But I couldn't bend them or anything. And my thumb was completely wrapped. But I probably would have had 2 interceptions in the first game, but I couldn't catch anything. But tackling was honestly easier because I could hit people with it, and then I actually forced a fumble hitting someone's arm with it, so that was pretty sweet. But after I got the cast off, I had to wear a brace for a couple games on my hand, and then the one game I had my brace, I got a pick 6, and then the next day or 2 days later at practice I broke my finger. So no, I just couldn't catch a break with injuries this year, but at least it wasn't anything detrimental like an ACL or an ankle. And, just had to play through it, but it wasn't terrible. I could still catch the ball, but, the cast was definitely an experience.
Yeah, definitely.
We're corners. We don't need to catch the ball. We don't need our hands.
Yeah, right. Well, hey, man,
catch the ball, not us.
That kind of brings me to like what I wanted to talk with you guys next about. You broke your hand, talked about the interceptions and all that kind of stuff. But one thing I've noticed watching film from like you guys, even like Jace, John, that secondary really, bro, you guys got ball skills, like crazy ball skills. Like you guys, I got Brady, you had 15 pass breakups, Keegan had 13, John had 8. I couldn't find stats for the other guys, but that's a really good season just in that specific category. What do you guys do, or like what does your guys' corner coach or secondaries coach kind of do to instill that is it just yourselves? You guys are like, all right, we're just gonna go out there and be dogs, or is it like you guys do practices?
Yeah, I mean we did a lot of drills. Like we'd always be on defense. Like defense stayed with defense, offense stayed with offense.
Yeah.
And we'd always go corners together for practice. And we'd always work on like pass breakup and stuff. And I mean, I'm sure that helps. But for me, I moved to corner my junior year actually. I just had always played like wide receiver, safety, quarterback. Like I played all the positions. So for me, it was kind of just like natural, like just playing wide receiver before, going up, catching the ball. Like I knew you always got to high point the ball. Oh damn. So like that was just like kind of instinct for me. Just knowing that that's how it works, and that's if you want to go get the ball, you got to get it at the highest point. So I just always kind of had that. But yeah, we always did drills and practice and stuff like pass breakup drills and stripping the ball out. So that definitely helped. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely shout out Coach Young, our DB's coach, because he instilled ball skills in all of us with a lot of the drills we did. But it got to the point where later in the season, like not only were we not wanting to give up touchdowns, we didn't even want to give up a catch.
Yeah.
We wanted to get more catches than we gave up on defense. We wanted to intercept the ball more than we let them catch the ball, and it definitely helps having two good corners and a good free safety over top like John. He probably could have had more picks than all of us, but he was never trying to catch a ball. He's always hitting it down. But
he did it in
yeah,
practice too. We always
yeah. So
Just flying
we
out there like
during
a goalie, huh? Just
he
yeah,
was.
at
Yeah,
practice,
he was good at it though. So
in every drill we were doing, we just didn't want to give up a catch to the other team and or to like the offense. It was really competitive. Practices were because working with Brady, another great corner, you always want to battle with each other, and he's gonna go get an interception, so now I got to go get an interception, and it's definitely great having him at practice.
yeah, because I mean, like I've looked at like you guys do like all your stats on like the huddle tweet or whatever, and like if it's not a pass breakup, it's an interception or it's a forced fumble or something, like you're getting there as the ball's getting there, and you're able to jar it loose or whatever it may be. So that's all just really cool to see from defensive backs being that aggressive, and then hearing you guys talk about how you guys challenge yourselves to do that, shows why you guys were so successful. Were there like push-ups that needed to be done if someone messed something up or gave up a catch or anything like that?
nah, we got on
Nothing
we
like
got on
that.
ourselves enough. We didn't have to do that extra stuff. I mean, I sometimes in practice I would have to hold myself, like control
Yeah.
myself. I'd get pissed sometimes in practice
Yeah,
because beginning of the year we'd always go against offense and stuff, and like one of the receivers catch a ball or something on me, man, it
it's
pissed me off.
frustrating. It's
I know.
frustrating.
I had to like,
Yeah.
I had to like cool myself sometimes because it gets frustrating. I mean, obviously as a corner, some receiver's gonna catch a ball, but it's hard to get that in your mind, especially my junior year. I just every time they'd catch it, I was like, man, this
Yeah,
Yeah.
sucks.
corner is definitely the hardest position on the field, and a lot of that is mental. You're going
Mhm.
up against the best athletes with 1,000 yards of space. Like they're obviously going to catch a ball at one point, but when it was first team offense versus first team defense this year, we don't want to let these dudes catch a ball. Like we we liked them, but like we didn't like them on the
Yeah,
field. We didn't like these
we
dudes.
don't
So we
want them to think they're better than us and they can just
yeah,
run all over
Jack-
and catch the ball. So
exactly,
Oh,
exactly.
Jackson became
that
y'all's
definitely
main op,
helped
huh?
too, just having that competitiveness all the time in practice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely having Jackson out there, having Jay Will out there
Yeah.
definitely helped because he's his best or he's as good as it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So
He's a competitive dude too, so
oh yeah, he's
that
he's the most competitive out
yeah,
of all of us.
yeah.
He gets that from his dad, but we love Jay Will. We love Jay Will. Having him at practice helps a lot. I actually broke my finger with guarding him in a one-on-one. My finger got caught in his jersey and
Oh,
half snapped
is
in
that
half. So
the
yep,
one
that's
that
a
you?
finger I broke. Yep.
Oh man, dang.
But yeah,
Yeah, man, definitely having him, yeah, man. He'll give you a couple headaches for sure, dude.
yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
It's kind of transitioning there a little bit, kind of talk about recruiting. For both of you guys, it seemed like kind of recruiting was a little bit, slower, I guess. I was looking at, offers and stuff like that. It's funny, you guys had the same offers, in the same order too, which is kind of cool. Yeah, Kegan, your first offer, it was back in at the Wayne State camp. Then, it kind of, slowed down a little bit, or at least as far as offers went. Brady
sure.
years came a little bit towards the end of the season. What were you guys? Was there at any point like during that time where you're like, how should I say? Like, how did you guys deal with that? Like, maybe like making sure you don't get too down on yourselves about
Yeah.
offers and whatnot. Like, I guess what was going through you guys' heads during that time?
So for me, actually, mine was kind of all over the place. So my junior year was when like coaches kind of started like recruiting me, I guess, with those like junior days and stuff.
Mhm.
That was after my junior season. So I was kind of like, okay, like I want to play football in college. Like this is cool or whatever.
Yeah.
But I never got to go to those because I was playing like summer baseball. And then spring baseball rolled around and summer baseball again this past year. And, that was obviously fun. We're winning state. We're doing good. So I kind of thought at that point I wanted to play like college baseball. I was like all these guys I'm hanging around and playing college baseball. Like this is kind of cool. I want to play college baseball. So my head was kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
And then once the season started this year for football, and I started doing good and stuff, I was like, okay, like football's my sport. Like this is what I want to play. I made my final decision, but I was all over the place. So I didn't even have my head straight for the first like year. So, but then,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, going like through the season and not really having like offers and stuff, like I was kind of like stressing about it a little bit, but I started talking to people and like some kids like will commit really early and it makes you feel like you got to start committing or like
Right.
getting offers so soon, but it's really not that stressful. I mean,
Yeah.
you see how many kids are still getting offers like now and
Oh yeah.
there's so many kids that still are waiting to commit. So, I mean, it's just, it's not stressful. I mean, I was stressed a little bit, but I figured it out. And I mean, it
I
all
always
worked
say,
out
man.
clearly. So,
Yeah, I always say, dude, you're gonna end up exactly where you need to be.
exactly. Yeah.
The timing of it could be whatever, but hey, you're gonna end up where exactly you needed to be, where your best fit was. So
Yeah. And me and Keegan have been talking about like playing together and like during the season. So we were always saying like that'd be cool and stuff. But he was getting recruited before I was kind of. So I was like, yeah, like that'd be cool, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. But I was just like kind of waiting it out, seeing how everything turns out. And obviously it turned out well. So
yeah, definitely.
everything happens.
Yeah, and for
Who scored
me,
real quick?
Tyreek Hill just tied the game.
Oh, tied?
Tied it?
Yep, 17-17.
Okay.
30 seconds left in the first half.
Hey.
So maybe something could happen.
Yeah, dude. I'm hoping the playoffs are good, dude. That game yesterday, I thought it was gonna be the first one
Man,
was bad. Then the second
Yeah.
one I thought was gonna be trash. And it turned out to be pretty
I'm the biggest Justin Herbert fanboy, so I was hurt last night.
dude. The moment they scored the first touchdown, I was like, oh yeah, Chargers.
It's happening. It's
bad, man.
happening.
I actually kind of like the Chargers too. I'm a Patriots fan, but I'm kind of an old head now, and I kind of just like players. I like
Yeah,
all
that's me at
so,
this point.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what maturity is,
Yeah.
Um,
So touching back to
yeah,
the whole recruiting thing.
yeah,
I went to a lot of camps this summer. Obviously, I got my first offer at the Wayne State camp, and then, things started to slow down right when the season started because, injuries. And there was a point where, I was really stressed out and I had to have talks with my family, uh, just to calm down. Like, it's all gonna be fine. Like, I do want to play football in college, but the injuries were hurting a lot, and I didn't know when I was gonna be able to come back or have
yeah,
my cast off. So um, it was definitely hard at some points, but then um I started playing better and got the cast off and everything ended up fine. And now me and Brady are gonna get a couple more years together. And
yeah,
that's kind of always been the goal. I've always said that Brady brings out the best in me at practice because, he had a better junior season than me. Our secondary as a whole wasn't that great our junior year, and that's kind of what drove us our senior year
mhm,
to be better. But, seeing Brady at practice, the coaches love Brady. Everyone loves Brady. So gotta try to compete with him. And
tall guy, huh?
it's crazy that you say we got the
Hey,
same
bro,
offers
my
in the same
computer doesn't
order.
love me. I'll tell you that much, man. This thing's going nuts
You
right
got
now.
beef. You got beef there.
I swear, this thing hates me. Like, are you serious?
So Yeah, we got the same offers in the same order, but you know, we also, if you look at our stats next to each other, they're pretty much the exact same. I actually have a table in my phone of it. It's like there might be one more here than there is in here. Like I might have one more tackle than he has pass breakup. It's crazy. We had almost identical seasons. So
Yeah, that's good.
but we're definitely different players for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So I know Brady, you kind of touched on it a little bit. You guys had talked about playing together. And that's kind of different from like saying, hey man, that'd be cool if we played together, to being like, hey, like, are we, is there something you want to do? Like, are you down? What was that like? Did you guys have that conversation where you guys influenced each other and said, hey, let's do this? Or was it like you committed, and or I can't remember what the order was, who committed first, but was it like one person saying, all right, I'm gonna commit, and then the other person saying, you know what, all right, let's do it. I'm gonna do that too? Or what was that conversation like? Or what was that
So
process like?
well, we actually got pretty lucky. We had a media analysis class together this past semester, and we sat next to each other. So we had a lot of talks during that class. You know, we weren't doing much work. We were just talking about college football, and we we kind of were just filling out our options. We never, or we had talked about it, but like nothing serious until, I was leaning towards Northern, and then Brady took his visit and he was leaning towards Northern, and then we're like, we could really make this happen. But it was definitely always in the talks. But it's definitely hard for a school to take two people from the same position from the exact same school.
Yeah.
That's it. Sorry, Stephon Diggs is nah. It's definitely hard for something like that to happen, but
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. So it'll be cool to go in and have a roommate that I'm already cool with, and someone at my
Mhm.
position to make me feel welcomed, and someone I could call a good friend.
You
Nice.
guys can
So
still hear me, right? Sorry, my
Yeah,
yeah.
my thing's going. All right, I'm gonna keep this off, but I'm not trying to just have me glitching the whole time on your thing. So
No, you're
I'll
good,
keep
man.
trying it. But yeah, for me actually though, Keegan was getting recruited by Northern first. I didn't really know much about him, and then they reached out to me later, and I was actually pretty iffy about going up there just because like it's like 6 hours away with like stops and
Yeah.
stuff, and I was like, man, like I don't know if I want to be this far away from home and stuff. So kind of like going up there with my dad for that game day visit, like I was just like, man, this drive's taking so long. Like I don't know if I want to be this far away. But I mean, yeah, literally right when I got there, like I knew like I wanted to go there. It was just so cool to me. Like, I mean, the game day that I went to, it was freezing. Like I couldn't feel my feet, my hands. Like it was so cold, like coldest game I've ever been to. There was literally icicle balls on the field. Like I've never seen it
Oh,
before. It was crazy. But like their fans were just like you would have thought it was
it's
70
crazy.
degrees the way that their
It's
fans
crazy.
were acting. Like every third down they're up on their feet, like every first down they're cheering. Like so I just thought that was super cool. And then I mean I'd be lying if I said that the facilities didn't sell it for me as well. So
Yeah, dude.
they got nice facilities, which is obviously cool to have when you're, I mean, who doesn't want nice stuff? So
Yeah,
yeah, definitely.
exactly.
Help you
but
That's
I
develop,
mean
help
yeah.
you stay healthy, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
yeah.
and then I
So
mean having that class together, just like we were kind of just saying like, yeah, we both want to go here. Like we both kind of decided on it. And I mean, hey, now it's time to pick the nicest dorm room. So
yeah,
Yeah, there
yeah.
you go.
Yeah, so we pretty much committed at the same time through text, but I posted my commitment a day early, day early from his. But yeah, we pretty much knew we were gonna do it. But yeah, like he said, the facilities are what dragged me there for my first visit, and then the coaches is what kept me around. I just felt so welcomed and loved there by the coaching staff, and it's definitely a place that I'm excited to call home. But yeah,
yeah, that's something I
Yes.
definitely forgot to touch on. The energy from the coaches and stuff is just like unmatched. Like I mean, my first time going up there, like you would have thought that they had known me for a year before that. Like they just made me feel so welcome. And I
Yeah.
mean, same thing with the players too. Like we're trying on our jerseys and stuff for the official visit, and I mean, you go up the elevator and they're taking pictures and stuff, and they're just like clapping, and the energy is just unmatched. So it's just cool. It's cool to be around, and it makes me excited. So,
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That would be pretty cool. So then you said you guys are dorming together and whatnot.
Yep.
And they got some pretty nice dorms too. We might get one for the family room. So.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Bathroom, family room,
everything. We got everything. Hopefully, hopefully,
now
dude.
It's just deciding who's gonna bring the PS5, who's gonna bring.
Kegan, we gotta get the nice room too, because we gotta stay there for 2 years.
What did you say, Brady?
We gotta stay in the dorm for 2 years, I guess. I didn't know. I thought it was 1.
No, it's 2.
Yeah. Well, we definitely gotta get the nicest one.
Yep.
Hey, but dorm life is pretty fun. I ain't gonna lie. My freshman year, we had to stay in the dorm 1 year, and it's fun. You get that's where you meet the most people. I feel like the dorms, doing all those activities and whatnot.
Yeah, it's definitely important to pick the dorm that has all the football players too. I mean, that definitely makes it more fun.
It's gonna be loud. And ain't gonna be no quiet hours. That's for sure. So kind of talking about school, kind of shifting over here a little bit. You guys, talked about you guys are going to Northern to play football, but you guys are gonna go be student athletes. Have you guys given much thought into like the student aspect of it, like majors, which you guys would like to pursue outside of football? Obviously, I want you guys all to make it to the league and have great careers and all that. Eventually, you'll play your last down of football at some point. So have you guys thought about what you want to do with your careers, anything like that?
Yeah, I want to be a dentist.
Oh, okay.
So I'm probably gonna major in like biology or something in that field. And then they have a pre-dentistry program as well.
Nice.
So I'll probably be going into that as well. And my dad has he has a good buddy who's a dentist. So, just I talk to him. He kind of gives me like a good path to follow.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, I've wanted to be a dentist for almost my whole life. So I'm really hoping that works out because I've been interested in that for a while.
What is it about dentistry that kind of interests you?
I mean, what started it is the money.
Yeah, hey, man.
I mean, because my dad's a home builder and he was building a dude's house, and I was like asking him, like, Dad, what does this guy do? And he's like, well, he's a dentist, and I'm like, I want to be a dentist. And that's kind of how it started, and then I've just never even thought about anything else. But I mean, I'm interested in it too. Like when I go to the dentist, like I'm interested in all the stuff they're doing. But money's definitely the thing that started it all. So.
Sure, that direct deposit, like I said, man, that's always the best part.
Yeah, I get that paycheck. I better be happy.
Yeah, you can hold it and cash it yourself, hold it up to the light and everything.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like the opposite. I had no idea what I wanted to do, my entire life. I've always been interested in school. I love school. I still say that to that day. I'm one of the rare kids that enjoys going to school every day and going to class. Everything interests me, but I can never, put my fingertip on something. But, I've been watching some movies and trying to figure out what I want to do, and something in the criminal justice department is pretty cool. So I think I'm going to major in psychology and minor in criminal justice. See where that could take me. Because Seven, I don't know if you've seen it, but Seven's my favorite movie with Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt as detectives in a murder case. So that kind of sealed it. After I watched that movie, I was like, man, I want to be a detective. But yeah, we'll see where that takes me. But yeah, I definitely enjoy school and being a student.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready for high school to be over.
No, me either, man.
You still got a couple months left. Have some good old let senioritis sit in. Really take it in, relax, chill, right?
Yeah.
I'm just joking, but no, that's really cool. Have you ever watched like Criminal Minds?
Yep. I watched that all the way through.
Yeah, that show's sick.
Yeah, that's definitely a path I'd like to take, dude.
Yeah,
see where that could take me.
Definitely, yeah. So then I'm trying to think. Kind of touching on, you mentioned it's, the last ride, the last semester. You guys have any, big plans for it? you guys training, doing other sports, working? What do you guys got going on?
I got baseball going on right now, so I'm just working out with that. I actually feel super weak right now.
Yeah,
I was sick for like a week.
yeah,
So I wasn't like lifting or anything. I had to miss like all my workouts and stuff. So that sucked.
yeah,
But I'm getting back into it. But yeah, I've just been doing like baseball lifting and stuff, and then I'm working too. That's really all I've been doing.
yeah.
I'm still missing football. I wish I was just still doing like football workouts and stuff. But
Yeah, dude.
I'm excited for the baseball season, so I still got that to look forward to. I'm trying to win a state chip again. So
Yeah. You guys going back to back or
that's the
what?
goal. I think we can do it. I
You guys
think
have a good you guys have a good group coming back? I know you guys
yeah,
have.
yeah. We lost obviously a lot of good players, but we got a lot coming back too. So I think we could definitely do it. We're gonna have to dig deep. It'll be harder, but we could definitely do it.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I've been playing with a lot of these guys for like my whole life, pretty much. Like all my best friends are on this team and stuff. So I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely. That'll be fun, man. I'm hoping
Yeah,
to catch some games at some point.
yeah. We're fun to watch.
Yeah. From the state championship, I've seen that, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. So, I took a week off after the season, to kind of let my body heal, and ever since then, I've been training pretty hard, lifting 6 days a week, and then running 3 to 4 days a week, because I got the track season coming up, and I definitely got unfinished business and track, to handle this year from last year. But yeah, just I've been lifting a lot, trying to throw on some weight, and watching a little bit of TV, some movies, playing some video games.
Yeah.
But all of this can't compare to playing on a Friday night. The playoff loss, it devastated me. I, I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever I don't think I've ever felt like that in my life.
Nah, that sucked.
It was rough, and if you go back and watch the game, there was nothing me or Brady could have done. They In the 2 games we played against them, they didn't target me once. They decided they wanted to go pick on Brady, and he had an interception and 2 pass breakups for a win the
Shut
first
down real
time.
quick. Yeah.
And then he had a kickoff return, but in both of the games, they kind of kept it in between the tackles and ran it and tried to keep it out of reach from our secondary. So there was nothing we could have done that game except be some moral support.
Mhm.
But yeah, that one definitely stung. That
Yeah.
one definitely stung.
This wasn't in the books, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So then, I kind of just winding it up here, just winding down. One of the last few questions. Do you guys have any words to the young guys on the team? Any young guys that might be watching this. In terms of like recruitment, or people, young
Yeah.
guys that might be struggling with the stress of recruitment, school, football, camps, and all that kind of stuff. Do you guys have any words of encouragement to those guys?
I mean, my thing, everyone says it, but just don't take anything for granted. I mean, every senior says it every year, but it's so true. I mean, it goes by so fast. Like, you don't want to go through it. You don't want to go through your high school career stressing about offers and who's looking at you. You're not getting looked at by D1s. Like that stuff's cool and all, but you gotta live in the moment, enjoy it. I mean, it's so fun. And you don't really realize it until it's done, and you're like, man, I just want to go back and play one more Friday night game. None of that other stuff matters. I just want to play another game.
Yeah.
So just living in the moment and understanding that those offers will come, but just can't stress about them, and you just got to enjoy those games. Because I mean, I'd do anything to go back and play one more game. I mean, I miss it so much. It's so fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just can't stress about the offers. Everything happens for a reason. You'll end up at the place that you're meant to end up at. So just can't worry about it.
100%.
Yeah, for sure. Word of advice that I could give, maybe my younger self or younger guys, is that you could really turn your life around in the span of an off season. My after my junior year, after our last game, I weighed in at like 127 pounds, and I was the weakest dude on the team. And I got home that night and I looked myself in the mirror and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't want to be the skinny guy, the
Yeah.
weak guy. So, the off season I really locked in, and just focused on myself and getting better. And it'll all work out if you put your mind and your heart to it. And, you trust yourself to make the right decision, trust your family to, help guide you. And like Brady said, don't take anything for granted. When you're out there at 5 in the morning and uh for practice and you're running out there, it sucks and you want it to be over. But looking back on it, I wish I could go do one more practice, run one more sprint of conditioning. So no, it's a lot. Trying to balance that and recruiting, and especially if you're playing multiple sports in school. But you could do it. You just got to really lock in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, it definitely feels like a lot when you're going through it at the time, like dealing with all those practices and games and trying to get ready for the game, and also the recruiting process. Like, it can feel so stressful at the time, but I mean, it's not. You just gotta enjoy it. I mean,
Yeah,
'cause
for sure.
it's all over sooner than
Yeah,
later. And
it's so quick.
yeah,
I was we really didn't play very many snaps our senior night in week 9 against Bryan because we're up a lot. Uh and I was really upset that night because it's
Mhm.
like, you don't know when our last game's gonna be. Like, we're prepping for the playoffs, but one thing goes wrong and boom, we're done. And
Mhm.
that's really what inevitably happened. Is like, you could prep 9 weeks in a row, but then you get to the playoffs and one thing happens and it's done with. Uh,
Mhm.
so it's a lot, trying to balance the coaches, like college coaches reaching out, and
Mhm.
obviously high school coaches, and then family. And if you're working during the season, it's a lot to balance, but it ends quick. And
Yeah.
I did not realize it was going to end that quick. But yeah,
Definitely. Like J. Cole said, man, it's beauty in the struggle, right?
exactly. I got that tatted.
Yo, yeah.
Love
Yeah,
yours right on my leg.
that's a good one, man. I like that. But yeah, man, like you guys said, dude, it happens quick, man.
It's
I'll say
crazy.
this, like, to you guys as entering college students, man, as college goes by just as fast. Soon
Yeah,
enough you'll
I'm
be,
sure.
looking at, apartments for when you're moving out, or
Yeah.
moving to your next home or whatever it may be, and job applications, and hopefully draft prep for you guys, right?
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
combine prep, pro day.
But yeah, definitely enjoy the moments as they come to you guys, and don't take anything for granted. And with that, I guess the last bit I do here is I give you guys a chance to kind of give thanks to the people that have helped you along the way.
Yeah.
Just because I always say we don't necessarily always take the chance to do this in our everyday lives. People that we know they know we care about them, but we kind of take that for granted, right? So, if you guys have, parents, coaches, whoever it may be that helped you along the way, this is your opportunity to, give those thanks and, share some of that love.
You can go first, Brady.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'll give thanks to everybody. I'm just grateful to have everybody that's in my life, man. Like, I just love everybody that's in my life. Teammates, friends, family, they all help me so much. But my biggest thanks definitely goes to my parents. When I was saying how, like, I didn't even know if I wanted to play college football, like just going to like Lincoln or something. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. If I wanted to play college baseball, just go to Lincoln and join a frat or whatever, like everybody does, or play. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And just sitting down and talking with them, and them, like you were saying, just saying, like, taking these opportunities and doing something with them, it's definitely the way to go. So that definitely just changed my view on it, and I'm definitely so glad that they were able to tell me that, and now I'm playing college football, because I just feel like I would have regretted so much if I didn't and just went to Lincoln or something and joined a frat. I definitely would have been upset with myself. So having them to be able to give me that advice, because they've gone through it, I'm definitely grateful for that. But yeah, I mean, coaches, teammates, like they all pushed me. Wouldn't be where I am without them. So definitely thankful for all of them.
Yeah.
Yep. I could sit here and give the basics out. I love my parents. I love my grandparents, and I'm so grateful for them and the coaches I've had and my friends. But something that's played a key role in my football and just athletic career in general was playing for the Little Vikes up north. I was always a decent athlete, but then I got there and being surrounded by Marty Brown and Tyson Terry and John Pargo, Travion Brown, you got to play, you got to get good.
Yep.
You got to be a guy out there, and that gave me a mindset that I carried on for the rest of my life. So I definitely like to thank my dad for taking me out there every day. It's not an easy drive, and the coaching staff, Ryan Terry and the rest of those guys, for pushing me those years and giving me a mindset that I carried on for the rest of my life. Yep, it was crazy playing with a lot of those guys. There's a lot of talent on that team, and that kind of pushed me to be who I am today.
Yeah, awesome, man. Yeah, yeah. That's so much talent. I've seen pictures of that Little Vikes team, dude. There's so many guys on there, man.
If you go look at our, I think it was our 7th grade championship. We played. It was our Little Vikes team versus Gretna, and if you go look, I think there's like 40 players that are going on to play college football that played in that game.
Jeez. It's like
we
an
were watching
Alabama
the film.
LSU game or something.
Yeah, dude, we were watching the film, and it was a 6th grade game. This dude Zane Flores is throwing 40-yard fade balls, and it's like, dude, anybody could have seen how good this kid was gonna be,
Yeah.
But yeah, there was definitely a lot of talent on those teams. So that it was crazy playing there.
Yeah, definitely. Well, hey, man, now you guys are the next, great players to come out of Nebraska, and hope go do great things out and at the next level. So
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I didn't realize we went this long, but it was a good time. You guys.
Good.
Great
I'm
time,
glad we
for
got to
sure.
do this.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. So
Sorry, my camera wasn't working. I don't know what it was doing. It was hating on me.
Hey, man, it's all right, man. We got the knowledge and the wisdom out of you, and somehow, so it's all good.
Nobody wanted to see the face anyways.
Yeah. Everyone's probably gonna comment like, "Man, we didn't want to see that kid anyways." But.
That's fun.
For sure.
All right, man. Well, yeah, I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate your time. I'll be rooting for you guys. Up at Northern State. I have to get a Northern State shirt or something at some point. Yeah.
Definitely. We both rocking right now. You can't see mine, but I got it
already. Yeah, and then hopefully I'll get this out posted by like Tuesday is what I'm hoping for. So
all right.
Sweet, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Oscar.
Appreciate you guys, and yeah, go Wolves, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Go Wolves. All right, man. Take care.
With the identity, I'm feeling like Matt Damon. I didn't put these hours in, I couldn't be stuck waiting. I don't see nobody that is worthy, I gotta take it. I didn't see so many buy they hype and try to fake it. I don't set the bar, I'm on the go, I gotta race it. Triple K, they know the kids.